So I didn't think I'll be back so soon after our last little powwow here on Closet Talk, but you know, people like to act ignorant, so I have to talk about it. And it's because, and I'm gonna say this nicely, a makeup artist decided that he wanted to do blackface. You know, and I told you guys that I have a video coming up called about sensitivity, which I stated in my last video, which is ready to go up, and I was going to upload it today, but then this came about and I wanted to hold that to make a point here, okay? So I'm not going to put the artist's name, and I won't show his face. I will block out his eyes. I just want you to see the contrast of what he did. So he went from spoiled milk to Jay-Z, and thought that it was okay. Okay, so I'm gonna read you the comment in which he put. Now, mind you, this person has now deleted the original post, and or maybe Instagram deleted it. Not sure who deleted what, but it was reposted on his page, and he said, oh yeah, it says this post is unavailable because it was deleted. Now, again, I don't know who deleted it. I don't know if it was him or was because people on Instagram were reporting it. Not really sure. But I will say that I find it to be ridiculously disgusting. And there's other things that go along with this as well. So he decided that he wanted to post this on his page, and he wrote this caption. So he decided to put, I'll just do this. So this is what it looks like. Oh no. Oh, he tagged. He's looking for a moment. Okay. So we're gonna do this. So this is what he looked like after he did what he did, and he posted white to dark. Okay. Not white to black. Not light to dark. White to dark. Okay, now I could be reading more into this, but we're gonna continue. It says, I love all skin colors, and this look is inspired from it. That we all are beautiful. So he tagged Mac, Anastasia, Body, Nicki Minaj, don't know what that got to do with anything, Nyx, Desio, another stunt queen. Okay, now in the video, he decides that he wants to put on a whole bunch of dark makeup and make himself look as if he was probably a bit darker than me. Okay, now he looks like spoiled milk. Okay, he's not attractive. If you say I'm bullying him or whatever the situation is, no, I'm making a point here to say that whether you are black or white, you're still not cute, okay? No matter how much makeup you wore, you're still not cute. Not only on the outside, but in the inside as well, because what people have to understand is this. There's a reason why blackface is offensive, okay? I don't care about what part of the world you're from. We all got this thing called the internet. This is what brings you guys to my closet, okay? So the internet is made for more than just Instagram. It's actually made for educational purposes as well. So if you're going to use the internet, make sure you use it with all of the might you can in order to make this make sense. He has 21.4K on Instagram, okay? So he's looking for a moment, because I went through his page and all of his videos are pretty boring. And they all look like typical, you know, things that you will see online. And to be just 100 with you, he looks like a white chick. The way he I don't know if it's because of how light he naturally is. He has this very, you know, like in white chicks, they just had this very, they didn't look like the Wilson sisters. They look like humans. They just had this very false look to them. That's what he has. Once he contours his nose, he just looks like a male white chick. So he decided to post this, and then a lot of people, and when I say a lot of people, when the couple of people who sent it to me, there were thousands of comments saying that you should die, you're disrespectful, how is this okay, you're just looking for a moment, you're a stunt queen, you're this, you're this, you're this, you're that. And I'm just trying to figure out how he thinks this is okay. So I'm like, okay, well, he did this, and I'm going to try to give him the benefit of the doubt due to the simple fact that people are, it seems as if he's from another country. I don't know. Not really sure he knows how to use Instagram, though. He knows how to put fucking white to black. So he knows something about English. So when the person sent it to me, they noticed that he was liking some very not so nice tweets. Instagram comments. Now James Charles decided he wanted to get in here and have a moment, but James Charles don't get no fuck. If you wonder who he is, Google him. But I don't. He's another stunt queen that needs to go sit his ass down because he's always talking the same shit. Over it. But anyway, he decided to write to the boy, "Thank you for giving the rest of us a bad name. Your ignorance and racism is truly horrifying." So he responded to what James said and said, "I'm in shock how public people want to support this hate for PR yourself." For PR yourself. Okay. "This is wrong. Not my work. Bye" at James Charles, and put a fuck you emoji. Now, this boy put this on his story, and he used a black emoji for the fuck you. So I'm just like, okay, bitch. So then I go back to the message, and I'll put, there should be popping somewhere up on the damn, I feel like a drama channel right now. Ow. Okay. Bitch. I love you, Petty Page. So this is his response, and what a woman of color said about him. She said something to him about what he did, which was probably, "You're an asshole for doing this." And somebody replied in his defense and said, "And you look like a burnt nigger, tired of picking cotton." And he liked that comment, okay? So my whole thing is this. If you are a person who is a different ethnicity and you decide to do something, for instance, I did a look that was inspired, well, then it wasn't even inspired, it was a Wednesday Addams look, okay? And in that look, Janai did my makeup, okay? So I did the ponytails like Wednesday, I did the skull, I did all of that stuff. But I didn't change the color of my skin. I was still black when all was said and done. I've seen a lot of people do a lot of things. I've been a lot of Barbies in my life for Halloween, for just everyday life. When Moschino did all of these Barbie looks, they had models of every color. Some of the looks that I decided to purchase did not have women of color. That doesn't mean, or men of color. That doesn't mean that I had to go lighten my skin to do so. The most that I wanted to do in that was change my eye color and my hair color so it could be cohesive with what the look was. But I'm not changing my skin color. I'm very happy with the skin color that I have. If I was going to do a Middle Eastern look, I probably wouldn't darken my skin. When I do blonde hair, I tend to wear much more bronzer just so that I do look darker and there's a contrast between my skin and my hair. You know, I think people have to be understanding that it's still a sensitive subject for people. Now, you guys know I'm the first person to tell somebody that they overreacting to something that's so fucking stupid. But in this situation, this was bullshit. And he deserves his ass whooped for doing this. Now, like I said, I don't know who deleted it. I don't know if it was him or Instagram. He goes back and post the picture again. Post the video again. And he puts the same caption and cuts off the first probably 5 comments on his Instagram. And that just goes to show that you're doing this to be a stunt queen. You're just looking, you just feel like any press is press at this point. Because me doing these very basic contour looks are not working. So what could I do that would be, you know, shocking, that would make the situation what it is? And it's this. And I just feel like people are doing way too much for Instagram lights. You're not getting any money off of this. None of these companies are going to work with you because you're a fucking liability. Now you're known for being a racist makeup artist. And you guys know, in my video I state people use the word too loosely, that's racist. But in this situation, he liked a very racially charged comment made by someone who was defending him against a woman of color who was offended by his blackface. That is what you call racist. When somebody tells you that you're doing something wrong that's offending them as a culture that you don't belong to, even if you belong to them, and you don't see past yourself. That's the problem. Now, you guys know I'm an equal opportunist. You fuck with me, I fuck with you. Black, white, Indian, Asian, man, white, woman. A bitch is a bitch. A disrespectful hoe is a disrespectful hoe. A no good dude is universal, okay? No good man, black, white, orange, blue. We could look like we and Doug, okay? And girl, okay. But then to top it off, to just add insult to injury, he put in a grill, then proceeded to play Rake It Up, Break It Up by Yo Gotti, and used the verse where he's saying nigga like 85 times. He like, I'm gonna use that clip because I want you to know what I'm supposed to be looking. And that's where the problem that I have, because there was a similar issue that happened recently where a young lady did a look that was inspired by Valentina from RuPaul's Drag Race, and she put a spin on the look, and she did it as she, like, I think her name is Wendy, or all I know is her attitude is bad, allegedly. And she did it as it where she has symmetrical vitiligo. Okay, now I have known a lot of people. My cousin has vitiligo. One of my friends, Nicole, used to have it up under her eye. It went away. I don't know why, but it went away. But when I first met her in the 6th grade, she had vitiligo up under her eye, and I think on her arm. And eventually, as we gotten older, it just went away. But she never understood as to why. Then, you know, so I understand what it is, and I feel like she did it in a very positive, self-promoting, you know, in a very beauty is beauty type of way as a makeup artist. And she did a great job. Like, she did an amazing job. People were offended by that. Now, the reason why I wasn't offended and what the two differences is, when people say, well, it's a skin. I said, but she didn't do it in a way where she didn't do herself like that and say, look how disgusting I look, or look how bad I look. She said, I think this look is beautiful. This was my reference, and this was my reference. So in that situation, I did feel like people were being hypersensitive for no reason. She didn't do anything wrong. If her intent was bad, I understand, you know, or she said, oh, will I ever get a man like this, or some shit like that, then it's offensive to the people who have dealt with this situation. But because vitiligo has become such a, it's become common to see on people, like freckles and stuff like that. Now, speaking of freckles, should people who draw on their freckles, James Charles, should they now not be able to do that because gingers are now offended? Should people not be able to wear afros now because clowns and black people are, like, you know, like, where is the line of, because I don't feel like there's, oh, if you're doing something wrong, you're doing something wrong. And if you do something wrong, you should be very aware of what you're doing. You get what I'm saying? Like, I would never do something and not think about it. Like, how would people react to it if I came on here and I did a burn makeup and then I said, oh my God, I look disgusting. And then people who are burn victims are going to be offended by what I just said. You get what I'm saying? So it's a way to do things. They do burn makeups all the time on YouTube for Halloween and everything else. But if you say, I'm going to play a victim, and now then you're offending people who struggle from that. So for you to go ahead and say, I love all colors, and then you do a caricature of what a black man would be, and he gotta be a rapper with a grill that say nigga, that gotta, you know what I'm saying? It just, people, we're in very sensitive times, and I do agree that a lot of stuff that people want to deem racist is not racist. In this situation, he was stupid, he was dumb, he was disrespectful, he was immature, and he needs a really good checking. I'm not going to put his name in this video. If you want to go on Instagram and find it, fine. Y'all can do what y'all want in these comments. But I am not going to promote. The reason why I wanted to even talk about this situation is because this is why people of color have issues with other people, because then you see someone do something like this and they find no issue with it. They don't have a sensitivity bone. And I don't believe that one person fucks it up for everybody else, because everybody say, you know, gay people are promiscuous, they suck dick, and I don't do that, okay? And don't put me with John, Jim, Paul, Raggedy Andy, none of them, because I don't do that. So I don't like when people paint me with the same brush as these thought-ass motherfucking grinder hoes up out of here. I don't do that. But again, I understand why people believe that, because the stereotype is so, you know, it's just repetitive, and you see people do stuff and say, I don't know why y'all mad. You can't not do that. You get what I'm saying? A joke is a joke. That's not a joke. Okay? So it's a difference. I gave you two scenarios. The young lady with the vitiligo, who I felt like she did an amazing job. And then you got this idiot over here who looks like he don't even know how to properly fucking blend out anything. And I don't know. So let me know y'all comments below. I was about to finish editing my review for my pink hair and then upload my other one. But anyway, let me know how y'all feel about this. Do you feel it's offensive, or do you feel no problem with it? Keep it posted. Let me know. I will put Petty Paige's page down below, because that's my girl, bitch. And I will catch y'all in my next one.